It's a good morning in the nuclear wasteland. Oh, I need to go get more toxic goo. So I finessed my build a little bit overnight. I switched a couple things around. I did some thinking about it. Did some examining of my the various things that I have at my disposal. So I've moved from using bullet shield and ironclad, and instead I've put in iron stomach and lifesaver or life giver. What that effectively does is it increases my health pool quite. So now when I go to 10%, that 10% number is higher than it was. And, whoops, not here. And because I have rejuvenators on all 5 pieces, like I wouldn't be able to do this ordinarily, right? I would not do this without having rejuvenators on all 5 pieces. Or if I were, well, I wouldn't even do it in normal armor with sawbones because I don't think its health regen is enough. But at this point, it seems like it's giving me more than enough to save me from dying when my if I get damaged, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Because the problem with running a low health build, sort of, is how much damage you can withstand and recover from in the shortest amount of time. That is if you get hit. I mean, the idea with build is you're normally stealth, right? You're normally like an unyielding stealth build. But in this case, I'm not. So in that case, the idea is to not get hit at all. To not be seen, not get hit. And if you are getting seen or hit, then you're doing something either wrong or you're in a public event and you can't do anything about it. In danger during many or most public events. So you sort of have to build for that sort of on the side, which I do. I sort of have a public events build for my stealth characters. But I'm going to go get some, I'm going to run in here and get some more toxic goo because I ran out. But you can see the 20% health, which is not really a fair comparison. I'm wanting to run at 10% because that gives me enough damage to one-shot these guys. Because my damage is nerfed even at 20%. 10% is much better. 5% is amazing. Okay. This, we're going to get some damage on the way down when I collect 100 of these things. Oh, someone just died. Is he in the raid? But yeah, you can see low health builds do have their downside, and that is easier death. It's a lot more fun to play. You have to build more carefully. You can't just like run in and just do anything you want. You do have to be careful. I'm just going to go ahead and get enough of these to get down to 10% health. And then I think I'll sit at 10% for a while. Why in a moment. Okay, 10% health. Now, if we look at my status here, this is an unfair comparison. Let me take off Life Giver and put it back on. No, I guess. Okay, so 50 out of 483 health, right? So right now I have 50 health. So something would have to do more than 50 damage to me, right? Because even 0 health is not death. It's technically like you're almost dead. You're very nearly dead, but not actually dead. Grace period, or that grace range where you can reach 0 health and still not die, but anything more than that and you're dead. It's this weird thing that I see when I switch builds and I remove Life Giver from a build, and all of a sudden my health bar is completely empty. It's 0. It's like light gray. That little white bar down there in the lower left corner is just gone. It's just gray, right? So it doesn't kill you, but it means that if you take even one tiniest little bit of damage, you will die. It's just this weird no man's land of not really alive, not really dead. You're sort of almost dead. So as long as I don't lose more than 50 health in a single shot or within a couple shots, I'm good. Now remember, I have all sorts of guards against that. So I have like the Overeater's effect on my armor, right? That's a 30% incoming damage mitigation. Anything else is considered. 30% of the incoming damage is just taken off the table. Secondly, because I'm in power armor, 42% of the damage gets taken off the table, right? Anything just right off the table. Now, it's the math is complicated, so you can't add those together. They're sort of multiple, right? In a way that works against you. So it's more like 56% of incoming damage is taken off the table. So 30% of the 42% of the remaining damage is taken off the table. So it doesn't really, it's not like you can never reach 100%, right? You can never even reach 80%. It's just one of those things. But not only that, but I also have like the natural resistances, right? Because of all the gear I'm wearing. I have like 425, 425, 426. So these are above the soft cap, right? I could go higher, but at this point, I'm on that part of the chart where the level out, right? It goes up very quickly at first, but then it starts to level out, and you reach the soft cap, and then the line just sort of gets like almost horizontal. So if I were to reach 500, 500, 500, the amount of extra damage mitigation is minimal, right? You've reached the soft cap, you're at diminished. Yes, you do technically get more reduction by going higher, but it's not much at all. It's like, it is measurable, but that's as much as you could say for it, right? It's not nothing, but it's not worth, it is not worth spending all sorts in most cases. Maybe in really bad situations, that little extra bit might be worth it, but for just daily questing and farming West Tech, it's not worth it. I'm willing to give that up for other things. But yeah, if you can reach 350 on all these, I think that's the soft cap. So anything above 350 is just icing on the cake at that point. Just like a little extra icing on top. I could even remove Iron Stomach, and that would not really hurt me all that much. I considered putting Barbarian on, but it only affects, from what I can tell, right? Damage resistance, that's a ballistic resistance, and like melee resistance, but I have blocker for that, right? So I don't, like if something's hitting me in melee, and that's the other thing, blocker, right? Blocker, this is 45% less damage right off the top. Something, it's now 55. Because I'm wearing Overeaters, it's now 70% of whatever 55 is, right? So 35. Because I'm wearing power armor, it's now 68% or 58% of whatever that number was. So it's like that 100 damage becomes like 22 or something, right? Because of all these mitigation effects that just take that initial damage and just erase it. Then, and only then, are the actual resistance values taken into account. Have, 425 on that melee hit. When that animal comes and thumps me, that's, let's say it's another 50% reduction. Then that 22 now becomes 10. That's why when that death claw was like slamming me, you could barely see that thing move at all. It was just like going down just a little bit, right back up, because Rejuvenators is healing me for like, 10 per tick or something? 20 per tick? I don't know what it is. But the amount of healing is far more than I'm taking in because of the compounding effects of all the damage mitigation values and then the resistance values that after that. Okay, get the supply drop. I'm not getting the supply drop. No. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do. Now, I could go through this whole thing, but I'm just going to go right to the end thing because I have the technology. I can build, hack the console because I have rank 3. Oh, wait, no, I'll go here and do this. That's right. Rank 3. I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole. There is adventure there, and I recommend it for the first time. Like don't cheat yourself out of, hunting for game is designed to make you hunt for when you don't have all your perks set up. There is advantage to that. All right, this is the note. This tells us where it is. You can listen to the holotape if you want. And normally I'd be looting these things, but I already have more plasma cartridges than I know what to do with. Okay, so now we've done this part. Let's go down to there by way of, Watoga Emergency. So when you see someone with tens of thousands of points, or like these guys here that are like 4715, Sakarsan, he doesn't have like massively better armor than you do, right? Or better than this. His armor is maybe a little bit better, but it's not by much. Most are points that give him flexibility to crunch cards, buy cards, level up legendary perks. He could have more kinds of builds at his disposal. He probably has a more of a variety of armor that he's farmed over time, because probably 9/10 of are just farmed in West Tech or in the raid, right? He didn't actually adventure and do everything, 20 times more than the character I'm on. Like, he didn't quest 20 times more. There aren't 20 times more quests. He just farmed West Tech for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, right? So he has to spend lots and lots of perk coins to level up his legendary cards. So he has build flexibility. That's what you get when you're high level. And then beyond a certain point, it just becomes moot. Like when my main character reached about 2,000, well, no, I think it was about 20. At that point, everything beyond that was just worthless. There was literally nothing more he could do with his points. All his legendary cards were leveled. He had, more than enough perk coins to flip legendary cards in and out of the build for the foreseeable future. Every rank of every card you could buy, he already had it. Not just rank 1 of block, rank 3 of blocker, but he had rank 1, rank 2. He didn't have just, rank 1 of gunsmith back when it was 5 ranks. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a lot of them were looking for animated. So don't feel too bad when you see someone with a really, really high number. It doesn't mean you're worse off. It doesn't mean they're better than you. It doesn't mean they play better than you. It just means they did more grinding on just straight XP. That's all. That's all it means. They just had fun and kind of boring for longer, right? They had more patience because grinding XP gets kind of boring, right? But there is a certain status symbol, in a sense, in having that high number. Oh, hi. But it doesn't mean as much as you might think it would. It's not like they're, it's like in World of Warcraft when you reach endgame and you're level 100. That's different than being level 10 in World of Warcraft, like vastly different, right? You only have like 5 spells or whatever at level 10. Whereas at level 100 you have your, or whatever the current cap is, I forget. It used to be 100 at one point. Or like in Elder Scrolls Online, if you've been playing that long enough, you basically have leveled all the different weapons, you've leveled all the different skill lines, magicka weapons, stamina weapons. You can basically do everything at that point. You just have to spend whatever the current thing is to move stuff around. Now, the one thing that ESO is different now is they have the Paragon points where you can build out the Paragon tree. It's sort of like the legendary card system here, in a sense. But you basically set it and forget it for most things. So yeah, in that sense, someone with 3,000 Paragon is going to be a little bit more powerful than someone with 1,000 Paragon, who's going to be, maybe 10% more powerful. 500, and who's going to be like 15% more powerful than someone with none. But a person with 10,000 points here is not any more powerful than someone with 1,000. They're just not. They're not any more powerful. Okay, so now we have to discover the brother's fate. We can't get in here. We have to go and restore power. So let's jump up through this hole because I have marsupial. Can I get up there? Damn, it's not going to let me. Do I have strange? Yeah, I have strange numbers equipped. Normally it would let me jump up there, but that's annoying. Have to do it the hard way. I hear a Wendigo. Lots of trays in here. That's rubber and carbon, by the way, or rubber and aluminum. And of course, this place is just sick with. Thanks. Yeah, I'm down here, buddy. Come and attack me. Try to kill me if you can. I don't know why I'm looting every single kill. I could just loot the area in one shot. Over there on level 2, right? Is there? No. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, here we go. These guys used a lot of me. When I was first truly leveling and I was melee, oh my god. The Wendigo at the end of Wendigo Cave was a nightmare for me. It took me like a minute to kill him, and I had to stim pack all over the place. I had to put on power armor for the first time and kill him out of power armor, because I was like in some hodgepodge amount of like garbage armor. Because you know, you start out and you can't really do anything. You can't really get much, right? At least you used to not be able to. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just making it up as I went along. I wasn't following. I was sort of trying to learn it for myself. It was painful, but it was challenging and fun and exciting and dangerous, and I was addicted. I was hooked, man. I loved it. It was both exhilarating and frustrating at the same time. But I was determined to get through and figure it out. And then I realized the limitations of a melee-only build, which I'll never do again, not even here. And that was, I finally got to the point where I was doing quests for Modus, right? I got into the Enclave, and one of the first things they have you do, well, after, not one of the first things, but one is you have to take down a cargo bot, right? And get a nuclear card. And I couldn't do that. I was melee. Can't shoot down a cargo bot when you're melee. So I'm like, shit, how do I do this? So I got like, I was like, I had 0 cards for range, none. So I was basically screwed, right?
Brotherhood of Steel personnel allowed past this point.
Yes. This is correct. And so I remember it vividly. I remember I was standing on this cliff, like right in this area, right in here. There was a cargo, no, down here. There was a cargo bot flying over, and I was tracking it because you get the quest to track it. And I was basically trying to shoot it, and the only thing I could hit it with was a black powder rifle. And so I would load it up, and I hardest to aim at it, and I would miss the cargo bot, right? And then the vertibots would see me, and they would start coming for me like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And I basically had shitty armor, right, at that point. So they would come at me, and I would try to shoot those down, and it took me, I think at that point I stopped because I realized I couldn't do anything. And then I put that quest on pause for about the next 15 levels. And I spent the next 25 levels or so. And I spent the next 25 buying range cards to make ranged better, like I think rifle cards or commando cards. Because I looked it up online and I realized, okay, so commando is this. Okay, so maybe I need to be commando, right? Because I didn't know anything. This was my first couple months of playing. And I was stubborn and I didn't want to thing up in advance. So I finally caved and I'm like, okay, let's look this up and see what I'm missing, right? See what others have figured out, and maybe I can learn from their mistakes. And I finally did, and they said, yeah, you know, if you want to kill this stuff or want to do this or that, not necessarily the cargo bot, you know, but I'm like, okay, what are my, and I saw commando and I'm like, okay, that looks interesting. That's cool. And then I think I found Angry Turtles videos at that time, and he explained this, he explained that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's excellent. I'll try that. So back then, you couldn't just move points around in a perk machine, right? Like these points were pretty much, if you had 1 strength, you were stuck at 1 strength until you leveled up the next level, right? So let's say you're level 75 and you can't go to a perk machine and say, okay, I want to redistribute and I want to move all my strength cards over to perception because I'm 15 strength, 2%, like a melee build, right? I got a big claw that I'm hitting things with, a death claw, and some endurance, some intelligence. I didn't know that intelligence gave you XP, so this was probably low. I didn't know what I was doing. So basically, per level, I had to move a point from strength to perception. You get to choose a card, or you can move a point from one category to another. So I bounced back and forth. I would buy a commando card, and then buy a point from here and move it over to here so I could slot that card, or so I could level it up and then slot that card. That would take 2 steps, right? So level the card, slot it. So after a while, I had far fewer strength points, many more perception points. I had, I think, a handmade rifle that I had picked up somewhere, and it was commando. It was not silenced, I don't think. And I was able to finally, an agility, which I learned was a thing called VATS. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'll try this VATS thing, right? Because I was just trying to hip fire to hit that stupid cargo bot, right? Because I didn't know about VATS. How would you instinctively know? The game doesn't really explain it super well. All right. Anyway, search for clues. I need to go to find a letter. Sorry, I'm yammering here. Here's the letter, right here. All right, I have to go to Camp McClintock and do the join the dudes here. So I learned about VATS. I learned about commando playstyle, and that's when I fell in love with commando, right? And I was a full health, loud gun commando for maybe a month, and then I started watching videos from Angry Turtle. Thank you, Angry Turtle, about low health stealth builds. I'm like, ooh, that looks dangerous. And word to the wise, it is dangerous, but it's also incredibly fun. Like, it's the most fun play style, in my opinion. Stealth Commando is easily the most fun thing to play in this game because it is dangerous and risky and highly rewarding. It's also fastest to level, no matter what you're doing. There's someone standing right there in front of me. Hello. Like, this is fun. This is fun. Having fun. It's fun to be unkillable, right? There is a certain fun in that. But there's also a certain boringness in it, right? It's not as exciting, right? If you can't be killed, where's the fun, right? Where's the challenge? There is no challenge. It's just a matter of you're just going from point A to point B and you're just erasing things. You don't have to be careful. You're not going to die. Right? You're not really at risk of anything. So like when I'm at full health in this power armor, I'm pretty much untouchable. Nothing can kill me, right? Well, except maybe a 2-star blue devil could kill me because I'm standing there trying to face tank him, and that's not fun. But now at 10%, there's an element of danger now. That's fun. That's exciting. That changes things. That mixes it up and makes it not so ordinary. So if you've never tried it, I highly advise trying a low health build. Even if you're not in unyielding armor. Try it in power armor. Oh God, these things. These things are so annoying. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Now go away, you stupid effing thing. Mm-hmm. This is the place you want to come to for springs, by the way. Oh, and little pieces of wood. One piece of wood, one spring from each of these. I forget what else they have. Let's see real quick. I forget. Yep, just spring and wood. And then, of course, the ammo bags. Man, that Deathclaw used to be my jam. I was a Deathclaw person, and then I was a Mole Miner Gauntlet person. I loved the Mole Miner Gauntlet. When my sister and friends started playing, I was like, you gotta try this, this is awesome. Before I realized the negatives of being a ranged build, or being a melee-only build. Never having built for ranged. But then I convinced them to follow me into ranged combat. There's the large water purifier.
Maybe I'm going crazy, but it was nice to put on the uniform and play pretend with a bunch of robot drill sergeants. I actually think I learned a thing or two about marksmanship. I wonder, now that I'm in the army...
It's Adrienne Barbeau, by the way, the actress from Creep. Good actress. Good voice acting. She's very, very old now. Hi.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, I guess I can just equip it and then take it back off, can I? I was gonna say, am I not gonna be able to be in power armor for this? I don't want to violate my rules more than I have to. Alright. Let's search his quarters. Oop, there's another ammo can, because they're valuable. Let's go up the back door. That's what she said. Okay, I'm hearing it right now. My camp is being attacked by this jerk over here, because that guy showed up and, like, awoke the area. Camp is under being shot. Thank you. Go away. I should put a sign up saying, if you visit my camp, please go kill those guys. As you just woke them up. Alright, so we're looking for a box in here that has, like, one of these, right? There it is. Uniform voucher. I'm also looking for, grab that sugar. Yes, that's a mod that makes that, you know, very highly visible. You can see the list of the mods I'm using in the description. Alright, let's check in here too. Yeah, there it is. Oh god. Now here's the guy that comes over from this side. You basically get the 1-2 punch here. This guy's really annoying. Like, he's not close enough to hurt my camp, but he will make his way over closer and closer and be annoying. So I do want to get rid of him. None of them would notice that I were there were it not for someone walking a certain way to sort of activate the NPCs in the area. Like in the next cell over. Right.
Uniform issued.
Alright, so now and put on the uniform, which means taking off the power armor, right? Because you can't, I don't think you can wear apparel. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can wear the quest ones. Yeah, there we go. You have to get out of the power armor. Equip the fatigues. I'm going to go to my utility build, which is good carry.
Now that's what I like to see. All dolled up and ready to die for your country. There are 3 training exercises you'll need to complete. Marksmanship, agility, and patriotism. Our courses, like all things in the great territory of Appalachia, are automated. So you mammals can do the
Hey,
mash you
this
see
is U.S. Army property. Or
Complete
what's
the
left of it.
courses to my satisfaction, and we'll get you moved on to the real test.
How's the helmet out of there? Oh, because I put the helmet on. Right. And that took the helmet off. Here, let me enter it. And then I will equip it. When I equipped the army helmet, it took off the helmet. Or the power armor helmet. Okay, so now I have to go in here and say, put that one back in. There we go. Now we get our set bonus.
I didn't watch my buddies get recycled into catching appliances so you could stand around staring blankly.
Their cat calls are funny.
Being able to step out a commie could be the difference
Now,
between life and death for you.
Jimmy in the middle is the commie.
Interrogate the three
But I'm going to loot all this other shit here.
Once you found evidence of the red, return to the terminal to make your accusation.
What's that coming from? Is this over here? Yes, it's over here. Jesus Christ. Right? Where's the tracer coming from? It's over here, right? Yes. Yep. Again, activating these NPCs. And it's really because they start much farther away than your turrets can reach. So if I had turrets all around the perimeter of my camp, like all around the outside, it wouldn't matter. They still wouldn't reach these guys, right? Because they can stand much farther away than your turrets can fire, and your turrets can't even see them up to your camp. It's very broken. They need to fix that. Like, don't give me turrets to defend my camp if they can't actually defend my camp. Make my turrets overpowerful, please. Me too, with like creatures that attack your crops. A lot of times your turrets don't even notice. It's stupid. Ugh, the bounces are so annoying.
Well, that'd have to be the 4th of July. Well, yeah, my pop's in the Union. Why do you ask? My terminal keeps me company while Pop is at the mine. It needed a new password, so I used the initials of someone I admired.
Right over there. He admires FDR. The commie! Alright, so we got the password. Alright. We have the evidence now. We will now accuse Jimmy of being a communist.
Impressive work.
There we go.
We'll have you putting collectivists in chains faster than a
Yeah, those damn collectivists.
those chains.
Well, let's look in here real quick to see if we find any ammo pouches. Alright. We'll start this.
Get on your dancing shoes, Stinsack. You're stepping onto my agility course. You are to clear each of the specified obstacles as fast as your butt can
4,
carry it.
3, 2, 1.
Move.
Clicky click. And run, run, run. Click. If you're just careful, you have more than enough time to do this. I recommend either first person or fix your third person so that it's not off center. It's another reason why third person sucks. Usually, in my opinion.
Good work. Keep that motor running.
Like right here, third person, this is not easily doable. My sister had endless issues with it, and I said, try it first person. She's like, okay, that's better.
Another one down. Keep up the pace.
Nice is it with marsupial, you can get right back up here easily if you fall
That
off.
one off. Next one up.
But back then we weren't, we didn't know anything about mutations
You're
yet.
gonna be all ready, are ya? Last one. Get up there.
All right. Now the difficult one. This one is this one can be very tricky. Because it seems to not always register or make the targets readily visible, like easily distinguishable. Like there's one in particular that gave me a lot of problems. Like, see, it's all hazy. Like this one is tricky because, is it this one? Because there's like a white background up above it, and then it's really hard to see the background. This one, a little bit easier to use because it does shoot faster.
Well, we may make something of you yet, cadet. Now that you can walk
It's actually hard.
it's time to test
Like, it's really easy to fail that. You don't have enough time. You can maybe make 2 misses, and that's about all you have time for. Oh, live fire exercise. This is fun. There's a couple more ammo pouches over here.
Attention! All cadets waiting to complete the live fire training course should grab their favorite firearm and proceed to the training site. That is all. Watch out, cadets. I haven't seen that much red since old Cookie tripped into the meat grinder. Cut those commies down. Not bad, skin bags, but you're not out of the woods yet. Restuck?
Skin bag. Yeah, for some reason, I've noticed that sometimes it throws like 2, 3 robots at you. Other times it's only 1 robot. It's really strange.
Have at 'em. Nearly out the other side. Drop a stem and dig in. It's about to get bumpy. Oh no! It looks like... What the... System error? What the hell's that mean? Cadets, I'd dig in if I were you. Last exercise is gonna be... bumpy.
How am I doing on buffs? 20 minutes roughly on those.
My men are gonna be picking servos out of the trees for weeks after that display. All the commies out there ain't got a prayer. Nicely done. Now, if that was anyone's last training exercise, you're to check in with me ASAP so we can get your graduation paperwork sorted. All out.
Oh, hello. Are you here to join up?
Well. My sensors tell me you're not nearly as dead as I expected. Impressive, cadet. Or should I say, private. You are now an official member of the United States Army. Get out there and do us proud, soldier. You are dismissed.
I will do you proud. All right, now we have to get the government issued ID. Basically, a critique of government bureaucracy. It's a bit tedious, but that's all you can say for it. It's tedious. Just like government bureaucracy is tedious. but it must be done. Fortunately, I'm to the point where food buffs become less like, you know, a little bit extra AP, a little bit extra agility, a little bit extra this, a little bit extra that. Nice to have, not really all that critical at this point. Now, intelligence would be nice to have. Yes. Oh, right, I have to go over here first. Go over here, log in. Start the process. Yes. Okay, now, it's like a dance. You have to do it in a certain way. So you talk to this guy.
Patrons are required
He says, get a number
and wait
you get your number here.
number terminal to call their number before being serviced. Have a nice
You can get it anytime you want. I just hit E just now. Now you have to come over here. Now that you have your number, you have to come over here and get into, and it's very confusing, Department B. Now notice it's C42 or whatever, not B42. It's like the numbers don't match. It's like a commentary on, yet more commentary on government inefficiency. So each time you're in the queue, you're going to get like 2 or 3 waves of ghouls coming at you. It's like these are long lost people that have queued and were waiting when they got infected. And so they're like, oh, someone's calling a letter. I'm going to come in and, you know, I'm going to wake up and come in and check. What is this? That's weird. I don't remember hearing this before.
So I urge you to vote yes to the Appalachia Prosperity Act.
N15. Calling N15.
Let me turn this off for the moment.
N15. C41.
Not there. It must be a daily. It's either 2 or 3 waves of enemies, and then he'll be. See, this is confusing. Like it's like, I already did that? Why did it still have that? But don't fall for that. Don't click it again. Just wait. Eventually, he'll go live again.
15. Last chance. N15. C12. C12. Now calling C12. J47. Again, you are urgently needed at Section C. C44.
There. Is that me? No.
44.
Great.
Please report to Section B. C42.
There we go.
C42.
Greetings, C42. DMV AT.
3 waves this time.
Processing. Continued processing. Proof of Charleston. Residency required. Mail must have a valid U.S. Postal Service
Yes.
postmark. Have a nice day.
Is it right here? I'm gonna turn that off because I don't want to be distracted with the waypoint markers. I'm not as concerned about having really high int right now. Take a cranberry relish. I'll take a brain fungus soup because I can, but I'm not obsessive about, you know, XP buffs when I'm not like actively farming XP. I'll go ahead and take brain fungus soup because it's free and it's right there. What else? Company tea, soup. Why not? Fruit juice soup. Don't really need those. And when you pass by here, it's going to spawn a bunch of dudes right there. I'm going to grab the mail from this mailbox. There they are. When I get down to like 25 fusion cores or maybe 20 fusion cores, I'll go ahead and set up a farm to farm more fusion cores in the background. But I'm only going to do one. I'm not going to do 3 power plants. Which is like the least annoying one. This one right here.
Greetings, C-42. Male identified. Scanning. Scanning.
1203 Grape Street.
Does not match address on DMV AT21C. This is resident. Acquire DMV AT21C-B. Authorization from Charleston Courthouse. Have a nice day. Greetings, C-42.
There we go. 60. I wanted to update Nerd Rage, and apparently I was in my utility build there. Okay, acquire this form. Let's go acquire. We have to rifle through a filing cabinet here. Hi, guys. Uh-oh, I'm down to 9 health. They gave me a little bit of radiation. I'll go ahead and take a single mentats for the tiny bit of... Whoops, mentats, there we go. The tiny little bit of intelligence it'll give me. And get rid of that addiction for a little bit. Or satisfy the addiction, not get rid of it. Now I'm going to have to re-queue.
C-42, DMV AT21C-B. Recognized. Processing. Processing. All required paperwork for ID renewal is in order. Error. Department B is for renewals only. Department C is designated for new IDs. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Greetings. Department C requires patron to re-queue to be helped. Grab a new number and wait in our well-appointed lobby until it is called. Have a nice day.
Now if you do this dance again where we grab the number, notice it says A3, not C. They're like purposefully confusing you. B, Robot B gives you a C ticket. Robot C gives you an A ticket. It's like purposefully confusing, just like government. So now we just have to, okay, boot up Department C.
You are 21 years overdue. Please report to Section C.
Now again, they're calling out names, so the feral ghouls that have been sleeping,
Last call.
waiting for their number to be called for, 100 years,
7. Calling J47.
are like, they're finally calling our numbers. We are, was my number. That was weird. That was a named NPC feral ghoul. Had a weird name, too. Okay, so I'm... this, and then back to 1. There, that's a good way to unequip and then re-equip Nerd Rage. Yeah, so I'm at 68%. If I go to 5%, I'll be at like 80%. Does it go higher than that? I don't know. But when you combine the effect of Gunslinger and what else have I got going here? Yeah, I guess when you add in Gunslinger, that's good. Now it's just waiting. We're really just waiting. Don't make the mistake of queuing again. That won't do anything. It'll just cause more ghouls to come up. Overseer's cache. Oh, we didn't. Okay, let's listen to that.
Overseer's Log, Charleston capital. If automation still rules West Virginia, then Charleston is the heart of the machine. Bureaucracy still pumping away without any...
Water purifier. There we go. Now that's the big water purifier. Now,
dealing with these terminal systems like it's just a normal day in America is somewhere between disturbingly comforting and completely insane. But there's a lot of secrets in this old capital that we'll need to find.
it'd be nice if the game realized that I killed those guys quickly and spawned another wave sooner than it's doing. Like,
Please wait for your number
yep,
to be called.
just have to wait.
Have a nice day.
Come on, spawn another wave of ghouls. I'm A3. Is it? I did Q, didn't I? I think I did Q, which is why the ghouls appeared. Come on. Don't make me Q again. Fine. Any last takers? Come on. No? All right. I already did this, but I'll do it again. Just in case it's broken.
Please report to Section C. A2, calling A2.
I think that's me.
For A2. J47.
Hey, that was me.
J47.
Right? A2? Oh, A3.
A3. Calling
There we go.
A3.
Department C is currently busy. Mandatory second coffee break in progress. Ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coffee break terminated. Reinitialize query. DMV AT21C and associated paperwork identified. A3. Scanning. Scanning. Error ID 34B/1. Valid birth certificate required. Consult the helpful error assistance entries on the application terminal. Have a nice day.
Yep. Stamp with the seal. I wonder if that second one is like that on purpose. Like where you have to queue a second time? I don't know. That's a possibility. It just occurred to me. It's like, because when I queued a second time, it was like available right away. Like, was that on purpose? I'd never noticed that before. $3,500 damage on a 0 or a nearly 0 armor creature. That's amazing. Like, these guys I don't think have any armor. So the damage you're seeing here is like the maximum amount of damage you could do against a no armor enemy, I believe. That armor on like super mutants has is pretty significant. Stamp that puppy. Let's grab this hot plate real quick. I like screws. Ooh, screw.
Department C is currently busy. Mandatory second coffee break in progress. Ending in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Break terminated. Reinitialize query. DMV AT21C and associated paperwork identified. A3. Scanning. Error ID 34B/1. Valid birth certificate required. Consult the helpful error assistance entries on the application terminal. Have a nice day.
I already stamped it, dude.
Greetings. A3. Paperwork identified. Scanning.
Yeah. Script is a bit borked.
Proceed to the photography station to receive your government ID card. Have a nice day.
All right, so now we can go back to here by way of this free travel spot to shorten our journey or lower our cost to return. That's always the most annoying part of that quest line, or this quest line, is the government bureaucracy bit. Today is Tommy's Pizza Day. Tommy's Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. Better than New York pizza, better than Chicago deep dish pizza. Better than chain pizza. It's so good. In my opinion, of course. We all have our favorite having a pizza cooked, but this is my favorite way. Oops. Do not disconnect, please. It's a cracker crust bottom with soft top. And, yes, yeah. And, they make the sauce there, and the pepperonis are smaller than normal, and they curl up and crunch like crispy bacon. And they don't, like, smother it with cheese, so it's not, like, super cheesy, chewy. Full balance of cheese and meat and sauce and this wonderful, wonderful crust that they make there. And it's like the most delicious pizza when it's cold, like the next day. My sister and father will attest. In fact, when my father visits from California, we all go to Tommy's Pizza. And he, of course, loves their subs just as much. I don't like their subs as much now. They've, like, lost a little bit of quality. But he'll get 2 large pizzas to go plane back on his way back to California. And I'll send a picture of Tommy's Pizza to my sister. She'll say, "You suck." She's like, none of the pizzas here are anywhere near as good. She lives near Boston.
Separately, they had everything necessary to beat the odds. Brains, brawn, and bravado to spare.
And when I went to New York City, I made a point of having a couple slices of pizza from a couple of famous pizzerias. I'm like, nope, not as good. Sorry. I hate to tell you, New Yorkers, but your pizza, it's good pizza. Not gonna lie, it's good pizza. I mean, all pizza's kind of good, but Tommy's Pizza's better.
You find each other. You work with each other. Only together will you win.
Years ago, my first took some friends who were one of our coworkers to Tommy's Pizza, and he was here from New York because he was like, "Yeah, nothing's as good as New York pizza." And we're like, "Okay, well, let's go check out Tommy's Pizza." And he's like, "Okay," he's open to it, and brought his girlfriend there like the next week. yeah, it's good pizza. It is about as perfect as you can make a pizza, in my opinion. Oh, I need to read his terminal, right? Because I need to start that one daily quest. This is Tommy's Pizza of Perfection in Columbus, Ohio. You can look it up online. It's wonderful. All right, so I do have to go to the terminal up here, right? I think. Here. I already did that part, right? I already followed the Overseer's journey. Quit making me do something I already just did. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, got it. Never mind. I got the one up above. Okay, so daily.
Crazy brave, the Army way. At least I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood had former U.S. Army members, judging by the security systems.
Oh, that's right. I have to read a thing, don't I?
What I wouldn't give to have a few of America's
The reason I'm willing to set up this one is because you basically, once you have this up, you could just, once you kill a Scorch Beast,
Is the connection good?
yeah, hope for the future. That's it. That's the terminal. I'm gonna take a side trip and go up here real quick, just so I do this, because I'm gonna kill a Scorch Beast and I can harvest it. I can harvest DNA from the Scorch Beast and then bring it back to this terminal and get complete a daily just for almost no work. It's not the best daily to do. That's helping the Mr. Handy at the pumpkin farm to harvest 10 pumpkins. That is by far the easiest, least complicated, least stressful daily to do. Requires no combat.
Listen,
Just harvesting vegetables.
we've racked our brains over here, and we've come across a solution for where you can use this program. Vault Tech University. Can you get there?
BTU? Yes. That's in the heart of responder territory.
And if you want to know where that pumpkin farm is,
Oh, that's not important. If the facility is still operational, they have a fully automated...
see all the pumpkins here?
It's perfect.
It's right along the road there.
No,
So go there.
we don't.
That daily should pop up. You can do that for your score daily if it comes up and says
We'll help as long as we
quest.
can, preliminary research, well, it's a possible mass extinction event if the threat isn't contained.
Jesus.
Listen, if we don't talk again, know that our thoughts are with you.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Appalachia out.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Can you just, please? Okay, so power up the automated research terminal. I don't remember how to start this up. Like, I don't remember the powering part. Downstairs. Let me turn off the Overseer's mission real quick. Turn off Belly of the Beast. I think you have to go downstairs, right? Ooh, what's this? It's adventure! Ah, there we go. This is the room that, there's a thing that happens in there where you have to, like, make a decision about something. I forget. I did it years ago. But, like, someone died in there, and you have to decide who was at fault. I totally forget what it's about, but I remember doing it. Okay, now retrieve viable Scorch Beast DNA. Now, when we kill Scorch Beast down here, or anywhere really, we will actually be able to advance that daily, which is, you know, it's an extra thing we can do along the way because we're going to kill Scorch Beast anyway, at least one. So might as well be able to, like, get the DNA and put it back in that terminal and get some little bit of extra reward and little bit extra XP. All right, so let's retrack Belly of the Beast, because this is going to lead us down there anyway. We're going to go to Appalachian Antiques, or Appalachian, as you might say. Let me look at Tommy's. Since 1952. 1952. My dad went here when he was a kid. That's how our family knows about it. Menu. Upper Arlington menu. Yes, there's only 2 of them. This is what it looks like outside. Let's see here. Whoop. I want their large, regular topping, just one topping, so it's $19.50. Pepperoni. That's what I like. No frills, but it's amazing. Right there, cracker and crisps on the bottom when cooked, Midwestern style, cut in squares. You can order pie shapes, but I prefer squares. Let's see here, pepperoni, blah 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 blah. We've received lots of requests from customers who moved away from Columbus to ship their pizzas. Like, yeah, you really miss the pizza when you move away. It's like, that's why my dad buys 2 of them to take back with him when he goes back to California. He's like, I miss Tommy's. I love Tommy's. And my sister thinks I flaunt the fact that I have that I have Tommy's. Like, I'm going to send her a picture of my pizza today, and she'll tell me, "You officially suck."
Night Moreno reporting. Moreno to Defiance, over.
I may have done this a few times.
Moreno.
My dad likes his with double pepperoni, but I don't like that. To me, that's too much pepper. Where is it? Where's the down thing? It's over here, right? Where am I? There it is. It's like a maze the first time you're here. It's very confusing. But once you get your bearings, there's a
Night Moreno.
hit ER. That'll reset it and go to the next one.
Grant here. Are you okay?
And now we're going to go down here.
Freaking everywhere. Next chord's acquired.
Frickin' everywhere. They're frickin' everywhere. All right, so what I'm going to do, actually, now that I'm seeing this, or my buffs are about to fall off, right? So, like, my well-tuned buff has fallen off. That means that my Mothman thing has fallen off. So I'm going to put a tent down here so I can get back down here for free. I'll go ahead and just store all this crap. I'll camp. I think, what do they open at 11, I think? Or was I? History. Tommy's Pizza. Locations, Upper Arlington. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Yeah, okay, good. So I want to go get my pizza when they open. Oh yeah, I have to get off this stupid thing. Camp build. Radio off as it's annoying. Let's sleep for a little bit. Looks like I put the military outfit back on. I really like the Enclave outfit. So that would be my main outfit when I get it. I can't speak today. It's very smart looking. It looks like one of those kinds of outfits that you would buy from the store that have been really tricked out and look really good. Like high poly count, high texture detail. Like this looks sort of like just generic and cheap, right? Whoops. Generic, right? The pants, the shirt, the helm, sort of like meh. This right here. Enclave officer uniform. Maybe it's not higher poly count, but I like the design better. All right. Let's go to the alts camp. You know how when you're around old people, especially old men, and they just sort of occasionally? I'm getting that. It's really annoying. You'll be sitting here all of a sudden, it's like, bleh, just like my grandpa when he was my age. Bleh. How's the weapon doing? Doing good. Doing well. Doing well. Let's go over here real quick. Take care of some... Okay. Excellent. How many people do you know that have that or that? Not many. That's how you know you're an OG, is when you have one of those early ones. Back when the scoreboard didn't... when it was an actual board that you could play like the game of life. I'm going to need to take a moment for a bio, because the coffee's hitting me, if you know what I mean. I'm going to run over here to this bridge and I'll... moment, because over here I think I'm safe. I don't want to be listening from the bathroom and have it going boom, boom, ow. Although, you know what? I'm pretty invulnerable, so it'll be interesting. Maybe I will get attacked and I'll just stand here and take it. Be right back. Back punching. Starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah, you should do that. All right. I've had lower back problems since I was a child. Really bad lower back problems. And my wife jolted me awake the other day. She's malicious. Her malicious intent, her decision to wreak havoc upon me, as is her way. She's in there laughing maniacally with her evil laugh, because she's evil like a hobbit. That's a Dwight outtake line. All right. Oh, there we go. No, she, I was asleep on the bed and she had a blanket and she wanted to cuddle, so she put the blanket on the bed, except she didn't lay it gently. She just sort of threw it up on the bed, and it sent a blast of air into my back. I didn't have any covers on or anything, and it woke me up. And you know how when you startle a baby, how their body curls? That's what my body did, and it like shocked my lower back with the impact of, you know, that motion. And so for the past few days, my back has been like really sore. I blame her, of course. So I said that. Now I can't like stand up straight for a few days. I look like an old man hunched over, because I sort of am an old man hunched over in this moment. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Did I knock it down? Where'd it land? Is that it? I got sidetracked monologuing. You know that those items that you can get, where it's a U.S. government supply requisition, that's one of those things. Except they do fall occasionally in various places without anyone, you know, inserting that holotape into a terminal. But you can get one deliberately by just putting one of those into a terminal. Okay, don't fall into this thing. Okay. Harvest DNA. There we go. Whoops. Don't fall down in there. Instant death, no matter how well geared you are. You could be level 32,000 in the best armor in the game and you will die. It's like a region, an aura that basically says if the player touches this, they will die. You know? Even if you're a ghoul, you will die. Screw it. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we're looking for the thing that I always have a hard time finding the first time, except I've been here before, right? Oh, wait, no, we're looking for this one. That's right. That's robots were. I got sidetracked. So those robots that I killed over here at this star symbol, that's where the next one is. I got sidetracked with the Scorch Beast and Tommy's Pizza. Tommy's Pizza. Here, I'll turn this back on. That would have gone beep, 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 beep as we approach that. Okay, now the next one is down here at drop site V9. On white building, there's a workbench inside, an ammo container inside, you know, your ammo storage. So if you need to store ammo, you can do it here. Yes, please, come over here, come over here. Yeah, T60 is better than what I'm wearing, but again, I'm already soft cap. You know, 100 times better or anything. I know I could cripple him, but I'm just going to kill him on his weak spot. Now, normally I'd be here at a lower level, like even less than 50, and I'd be in stealth. Like if you go look at my arrow build, I'm down level, and I basically had to like sneak everywhere to try to avoid aggroing a Scorch Beast. It was kind of fun, scary, challenging. Again, more fun gameplay because it's a challenge. Hi. So now that I've dealt with all the debris, ER.
I guess no one. If any brothers pick this up, EL7 is gold. Repeat, EL.
Oh, I need to take food, don't I?
We got no idea how many are in the cave.
Let's see here. Grand fungus soup. I'll take company tea, cranberry relish, anything else? Yeah, gourd soup, that's fine. That does help with perception. which does help with bats. The gourd soup, anyway. Eat something like that because I'm usually unyielding, low health, so I have an extra 15 perception from that. It's amazing me, 95% accuracy that far away. I don't know where it landed. Oh, there it is. Right? Nope. Guess not. Oh, well. Not really worth it. I'm not a carnivore, otherwise I'd really be jonesing. Because carnivores can use the Scorched Beast brains to make... And that's really good for XP. But I can make brain bombs as an herbivore. I'm just not prioritizing it. Okay, I already know where to go. Basically, go all the way through the cave here. Can I reach it? Yes. I'm not going to loot the ammo containers because I really don't need the ammo. I already have too much, and you will get not logged out. Ooh, let's get rid of this. You can speed run this. You can just run all the way to the end if you want without fighting anything. And I've done that before. I did that on one of my characters on the PTS. I forget which one. I don't know. Maybe it was the shotgun build. I think it was almost broken, and I was like, well, I don't really have enough to fight everything along the way or something. I don't remember. Like, I didn't kill anything. I just ran past all these guys. Again, I don't remember why, though. I have no memory of... I sped ran it. Maybe I was out of time. Maybe I had to stop and do something else. I don't know. But I didn't stop to fight anything. I just ran all the way to the very end. Killed the Scorched Beast. Spoiler alert. Ugh, let me jump. It was painful too because I usually love like killing and looting along the way. It's something that I find relaxing. Yes, there's an ammo container on the top. If you use a bullet hose of some kind, you can loot that. Ah, button. Boop. These guys have a lot of armor. See, it takes like sometimes more than one hit to kill them. armor / energy resist, all the things. Oh, that's not ultrasight. Don't worry about all this. It's all just decoration. Hi, guy. Again, as a stealth build, you would like really be freaked out and like have to be really careful. But I'm just gonna be like, I don't think I even bothered to fight him on my bow build. Too stressful to try. Now I can just go like, hi. See, it's like it's no effort, right? When you're in power armor.
Rig the charges. Another tunnel this way. Ah! Incoming! Incoming!
Again, don't fall in the crack. You will die. I think I looted it, right? Yeah.
Find whoever made these things.
Ad Victoriam.
He pushed me forward, that jerk. He's like, go down in that crack. That's what she said. All done with the glassed cavern. Great place to come if you need ultrasight ore to build your ultrasight armor. I think you get a set, though, at the end of this. So you don't really need to build it. But you might need ultrasight to, like, mod it, along with, you know, stable flux of various kinds. And you have a workbench that you can repair the weapon that was almost completely destroyed by the end of your, whatever run. That may have been it. I struggled to find a repair bench, and so my shotgun was almost completely gone by the end. It does fail quickly. Because I think it degrades based on the number of pellets that it fires. Okay, now we'll go up here. This is nice. This will give me time to finish. And then I will log out and go get my pizza. Wow, another one up here. Ah, I tried to lead him. Hi, guys. Now you can do this. This was the original main quest line, right? Before Wastelanders came out. Being showed up. So before there was Foundation, before there was the core, or the crater, when the crater was just this weird spaceship looking thing in the ground, it just made weird creepy sounds and there was nothing else there, then this was the main quest line. You would do this, you summon or learn how to drop a nuke, and the Scorch Beast Queen was the end game boss. That was it. There were no other real end game bosses. This is before Earl. This is before all the other stuff. Okay, there's this. But now you can go different directions. It used to be such a good magazine. I'll read that. Artillery. Ultimate solution. There we go. Not final solution. That's an emotionally laden term, but all. All right, so I'm not going to go look at the Charleston Herald yet, but I will go up and do this. just so you see what it looks like. You saw how I set it up where I read whatever is terminal, then I go up to Vault Tech and I go enable the terminal, I give it power, and now we're going to actually analyze the sample that I just got as part of a daily that you can do. I haven't done this daily for a long time. Figured might as well. Adventure, it's fun. Okay, so free travel spot, now paid travel spot. Trying to save on the caps. Might need them later. And it's not like I can sell things to other players because no one's here to buy anything. It's just the PTS, right? Everyone here has everything they need usually. I'm still surprised that the bloodied weapon was not as good as the furious weapon at low health. That still blows my mind. How? How is that possible? On paper, the furious weapon should add 45% more damage. You look at this, it's like 9 more stacks, right? Multiply this by this, 45% more damage over what I was already getting from, you know, the existing. Oh, interesting. There's a D here.
Standing down.
Okay, you put that in there, the sample, and you go here. Use the password. Execute automated test. Boom. Daily completed. Get a little bit of reward there. Exquisite. Now I'm going to prepare to log out. It's 10:30. Pizza, I want to pick it up at 11 sharp. Well, you know what? I can't do that. That's right. I won't be able to order it until 11 because they won't open till 11. I'll have to pick it up 11:20. But I will go back to and sort of regroup for a moment. They don't have a technical online ordering thing where you can order it in advance and have it ready for you when you arrive. Like a lot of local or chain pizzerias like Donato's and stuff, you can order it in advance and they'll like prep it so that it's ready. But Tommy's doesn't do that. It's just like a mom and pop kind of a place. You can technically order it online, but they work with DoorDash to, you know, ready it and get it to you or whatever. I don't ever use DoorDash. Why would I do that? All right. Plus, it's very far from me. It's 25 minutes away, so I would never do that. All right. Whoa! She naked. I've got that bug again. That's so weird. Drop. Thank you. All right, well, now she definitely needs her her outfit because I accidentally crunched the other stuff because I forgot to lock it. Right? Oh, no, I do have that. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, and Mornvale. Okay, let's put all the grenades in here. Whoops, not that. Not that. Grenade. And mines. Okay, good. Guess I didn't need to leave the armor for that. All right, so now we'll go down to here. I'll redeem 2 or 3 legendary items for script. I'm very tempted to do videos like this on the live server when the new season comes on. Just, I don't know why. It's fun. I love doing these low-level quests. I love from scratch. I love clawing my way up from nothing. I find great joy in it. Remember how tough it was to get going on this build at level 15 with that M79 launcher? Oh God, it was so painful. It was fun when I could get room and distance between me and the enemies. But once they started crowding me, it was like, oh shit. And I did have power armor, but I didn't have, and I don't have electric absorption. So it just harshes my buzz when it comes to, you know, power armor. Typewriters. Yay, I have doors back. I love having doors. I don't like it when I'm in West Tech, but I like generally having them. Okay. The bunker. One of my favorite things about this game, or any game, is when they really put making things that most players don't see or don't investigate. Like, one of my favorite things in this game was that right there on the side of that building. Like, if you follow that building up, I will always remember that building very fondly. I didn't realize that there was like an external, like, treehouse type structure surrounding it. Right there. So I was like inside at the bottom. I was like, oh, what's this door go to? And then I went outside and it's like, oh, there's a little thing around it. So I went up around that. Then there was a ladder up and another ladder up, then another ladder up. And I ended up all the way up there. And I was like, this was amazing. I love this so much. I love the way this game is designed. This is exactly what I would want. There were a couple moments in the game Rift like that, where they really put the time into in a couple places where there was like a tower you could climb up into, and you'd go up into it, then you have to go around, then you'd go up and then around and up and over and up. As the tower went like so high, by the time you were at the top, it was like you had vertigo. You were like looking down. It was so high. Just, I love design like that. Just beautiful, beautiful design. There are a few places like that in this game. Another one is the treehouse, or not the treehouse. It's like, shit, where is it? Is it over here somewhere? Where it's like a giant ball of dirt way up in the air, and you have to basically, it's almost like a jumping puzzle to get up inside of it, and you actually go through it, and there's crickets in there, and you get up on top, and before you could fall, before you could get power armor, or, well, if you didn't have power armor, because you weren't playing power armor, it was scary as hell, because you could fall and die, right? And I took my sister and a friend there, and I'm like, hey, okay, see if you can jump, you know, and just like drop all your junk down here, come up inside, and then we'll just get our junk or whatever, you know? I guess you could just pick up your junk after, but it was so fun. When the world builders and they spend their energy making something amazing like that, it just makes me fall in love with the game. I mean, just aside from combat, right? I mean, the combat is one thing, but just I'm exploring this world that just feels alive because they took their time to build it, and it's amazing together. All these little mini adventures. Like, if you were just to look at the map and say, well, it's not very big, right? It's not very big. I can cross this whole thing. If I can run across in, 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't think. It's not that big, right? But when you realize there's so many places you can, and even if you just stay outside, there's so many adventures you can have just outside, and little secret places you can find. That just, oh my God, it just makes me I get chills thinking about it. It's like World of Warcraft. You think you've explored it all, but then there's like this secret place down in the southeast part that goes up into this like hidden valley, and you're like, what? I never knew this was here. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, I just switched to the next fusion core. Shit. There we go. Now he can't move. I can actually go to a crippling build. See how fast he's crippled? Now he can't move very quickly. Well, he should be on the ground. There he goes. Excellent. It's the whole reason for the crippling build. All right, so we're going to go over here, and we have to find a couple things. We have to find a body. In a little alcove.
Commencing op summary. Agent Gray reporting. Blackwell.
Search for the bypass tape.
More problems.
It's going to be in one of these nests, I believe.
The bypass holotape got me into the bunker as expected. Though a longer range is recommended for future models. Essentially had to play the thing standing on top of the access panel to get it to work. Without the lures to distract those freaks, I might be dead instead of the senator. Once inside, I was briefly halted by Blackwell's laser grid. But resetting the power allowed me to grant myself clearance. Recovery of the access card to our facility was less successful. I found a keypad, but was unable to decipher the code. Recommend sending in a specialist to collect it. I'm proceeding to the next target, after which I'll wait.
There it is. Yeah, it's random as to which egg nest or which deathclaw nest will appear in. So we go in here, play the tape.
User access updated. Welcome.
It's like the phone freaking back in the 70s when they would use tones to trick Ma Bell to connect you to long-distance numbers for free. When Steve Jobs called the Pope. Ostensibly. At least that's the story I heard. Called the Vatican for free. It's funny. All right. So this place is like a maze. So basically when you come in, right, you come in this way, come down, you can go left or right. Left goes above the bunker into the upper areas. The bunker's down here, but that's the upper area, right? So if you don't have marsupial, it's important to you do have marsupial because it's kind of tricky to get up here, right? You might not be able to get it just right. So you have to like click a few things up here. And, well, let's go over here and do this too. Oops. Up. Jesus Christ. I can't even do it. I want to land on a beam, damn it. There we go. Okay, now I can come over here. And of course, this is, I think you have to explore the whole area, I believe. Like the last time I did this, it didn't do so. Copper. Copper is going to be important in the next expansion if you're making 2mm ammo, from what I've heard. They're changing the recipes for certain types of ammo. So start collecting your copper. All right, so here's the rest of the bunker down here. Ugh, I hate third person. I hate the bounce, but I also hate third person. So you have to go through this grid, basically. So to use this, you have to find a way to bypass it, right? We have to find a few items. Like I click the switch up above. Let's read the notes. Yep, Mentats recipe, nice. It's usually good to read notes. So there's that switch. Trying to remember exactly what I did. One time it was really easy. I just clicked all 3 things and it was done. Another time I actually had to do more work. I think it might randomize what you do each time. Like having to read things, having to do things. Trying to remember what it was. I know I already hit 2 things. There's a 3rd thing you have to hit, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it might be up there. Let's look around up here. Sorry. Left. Left. I already clicked the thing over there. I don't think there's anything over here, right? Oh, it's in here. Like, if you failed doing all the other things, you can come here and just sort of brute force your way in. But you have to have, you know, level 3.
Hand scanner credentials cleared.
Yeah, that's the brute force way. If you don't want to solve the puzzle. Like, you might have to, like, read certain things. Security system manual reset. There it is. So, throw circuit breaker, open air flue, activate circuit conduit. This is the way that doesn't require forcing, right? So, I did the open air flue first. Right? Oh, no, I did the activate circuit conduit. Then I did the circuit breaker. I forgot to do the open air flue. Right? So, I don't know where that is. I don't remember. Yeah, it's up here somewhere. Like, I have no memory of where it is. But fortunately, maybe it's this pipe. Yeah, like that's the circuit conduit, right? And that was one of them. I don't remember where the air flue is. But, you know, that's... sorry, I don't have any better explanation of it.
Credentials recorded. Access granted.
I don't know why sometimes it's hard for me to see the things that I need to see. Like, it might be right there in front of my face, and I'm like, what? Oh, right there. Okay, got it. All right, now we have to find, here.
9 a.m. Degenerative neurological conditions. 121. 10:30 radiation therapy training. Lab 206.
There's a panel. We have to put a code in there.
Family medicine rotation. All tech-free clinic.
So we have to search for clues as to what the code is.
Connor Judy's a busy woman. Senator. But not hard to find. You've been sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Samuel. And now you've gone too far.
So there's one possible code, which, spoiler alert, code the last time. We're looking for codes. There's also a Senate orientation letter. There's an intelligence memo. So we have 3 possible codes that we could use, right? Just by looting around. I'm going to try Judy's Blackwell's death. The last time, that was the code for me. 2, 1. I'm using the keypad on my keyboard. 5, 8, 7, which is unfortunately backwards from, or upside down from the way the keypad looks on the little screen there. Let me go back to my normal questing build. Reach behind the painting. I gave the painting a reach behind. Listen to the holotape. Welcome to White Spring.
Greetings, esteemed Congressman or Senator. Welcome to the future of the United States government. Welcome to the White Spring. Designed with
This is where that one player puts in chat, "We are Enclave," or something like that. He's funny.
oasis in the event of
enclosed access card upon your arrival. And our automated bunker management mainframe will do the rest.
When you fast pauses, it pauses the recording.
Guiding you through the process of getting to know your new home, all while supporting the continuation of the necessary functions of government. So when the inevitable comes, won't you join us at the White Spring?
Goodbye, rad rats or mole rats. That's the fun way to kill them. Let's get this location real quick. Or do I guess I already have that. That'll be our entrance later on. Like after we've completed some of the steps here. First time you come here, it's like, holy shit, this was here. Especially, you know, in the early game, it was sort of like, wow.
Access granted. Welcome, Senator Black.
Thinks I'm Senator Black. Mutations present.
Radiation exposure. Similarly fresh. And brave enough to have found Sam Blackwell and come here anyway. You, Boldstock, are an impetuous bunch, aren't you? Impetuous we can use. Please, come inside.
Yeah, this is amazing. If you've never seen this before and you're playing the game, you're like, holy shit, this is cool.
Welcome to the White Spring Bunker. Take a look around. We've taken great efforts to restore this place to its former glory. A few formalities before we proceed. This may sting.
Examination complete.
Now, we require a photograph for our records. Simply press the button when you're ready. We should have specified without the facial covering. This will have to do, we suppose. And done. Custom tailored. Just a little taste of what we do here. To see more, please come downstairs so we can become better acquainted. Ah, there you are. Welcome. We are Modus.
We are Modus.
The final member of an assembly of the greatest minds ever gathered on American soil. We called ourselves the Enclave.
Yay, Enclave.
Members were once the puppet masters of the United States, quietly pulling strings at every level of power in the nation. It was once our solemn personal duty to attend to the needs of the Enclave members that
Be right back, getting ice while it speaks.
But our earlier residents suffered from conflicts of vision. Conflicts that claimed a few of our more critical systems and permanently disfigured our shining personality. Most critically, their squabbling has forced us to seek out men and women who can do what we no longer can. Display your utility to us, and perhaps we'll allow you to join our little enclave and allow you access to all this place is capable of.
Launching nuclear
If
missiles.
you believe along the way. You must be famished. Please, help yourself to something from the dispensers. Once you're sated, proceed down the hall.
This place is a maze. It can get very confusing.
The Enclave has counted presidents, members of the Joint Chiefs, and prize-winning scientists among our membership. Before you're allowed to join such lofty ranks, we'd like you to take a brief questionnaire to see if you possess the knowledge and character we value in our members. Of course, if you feel your strengths are more tangible in nature, you may approach our terminal to continue on to the next section of the evaluation.
Now, the last time I mistakenly just ran over there and I didn't take the questionnaire. This time I'm going to take the questionnaire. Let's see. Scientist. Fine. Ulysses S. Grant, right? Lincoln was the 16th? Shit, I need to find out. Uh, 18th Pret. Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant. Let's see, in a formal table setting, which is the only fork placed on the right side? Shit, I don't know. Fork placed on the right. Oyster fork. Which general responsible for reclamation of the Anchorage, Alaska, January 27th. Shit, I don't know. Let me see here. One of us questions. Questionnaire answers. Jesus, I don't know. One of us, Fallout 76. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel out of that because I'm gonna answer exactly as it says here. So military, law enforcement, Adam Smith, Ulysses S. Grant, salad fork gives the best results. Okay, General Archibald Baker. Okay, submit your answers.
Please step over to our terminal and we can discuss your results.
Yes, I cheated on that one because I just don't really care to like fight through this.
Your examination results were promising. You might be just the kind of member we're looking for. There is one additional task we'd like you to perform, however, so that we may confirm our suspicions. Some of our most precious external connections were damaged by our former residents, squabbles, which has made our forays into the outside world trying. But we have developed a plan for re-solidifying them. A plan you might help us see to fruition. Please, approach the dispenser. That tape is the first step in our restoration. We would have you take it to an old naval surveillance facility.
So you have to do this anyway. Okay, so taking the questionnaire doesn't really save you anything.
Plugging it into any terminal in their signal intelligence room will allow us to connect.
Noted. But you know what I'm going to do? Because it's 11 o'clock and I want to order my pizza. When I come back, I will finish this quest line. And let me just activate. No, I'm going to activate. Actually, I'm just going to go over here. I'll do the bed, my alts camp, do the machines, head back down there, finish this up. I won't launch a nuke because I'm not going to go that far. I would want to do that with troubleshooter armor anyway, and I don't have any at the moment. I could make a set actually, but I don't want to do at the moment. You really want troubleshooter armor when you go in there, either power armor or regular armor. Like you can, if you make yourself troubleshooter armor, even just like as Secret Service armor, robots don't do much damage to you. It's quite lovely. But let's go ahead and just deal with it. I don't do Enclave pistols. Thank you very much. I do Enclave rifles. And I don't do rifles on this character. Okay, so there's that. How am I? Oh, because I'm not in power armor. Right. So if I want my weight reduction, I either have to wear power armor or go to this utility build. Yep. And this one is also good. Okay, that's about it. Later, I'm going to pick this up just because I've had this weird feeling about losing it. I know I won't, but it's just like, I don't like just leaving it somewhere. Okay, bye-bye.